every active subject now recently cultivating, integrating, and developing with mindfulness. So mindfulness is becoming a very, very day-to-day common life um, activity and development tool. Why parenting isn't? Welcome to our weekly online series, Metta. I'm Dr. Fonseca, the founder of Integrative Mindfulness Center. Mindfulness is also effective tools for parenting, especially when we are feeling challenged by a child attitude or child behavior and conflict in between children and parents. It is easier to achieve uh, goals and resolve conflict by using a mindfulness as a tool. So today's discussion is about mindfulness parenting, cultivating a mindfulness parenting with parenting practice. So this is one of the service we provide our organization Integrative Mindfulness Center, and it is non-directive, any religion, any cultural practice. It's all based on the old mindfulness world best practical teaching. So, as you all know, mindfulness practices are originally coming from ancient Buddhist culture, originally practice called sati. Sati is coming from Satipatthana Sutra. The Satipatthana Sutra is from Majjhima Nikaya, the discourse on the establishing of mindfulness, and subsequently created Maha Satipatthana Sutra from the Digha Nikaya, the greatest discourses on the establishing mindfulness. So it is easy. It is very approachable. Any parents can try. Any parents can learn, and anybody can practice an approach to day-to-day life. Again, today we are talking about mindfulness parenting and cultivating mindfulness parenting into our daily life. So let's little bit think about what is mindfulness-based parenting. So mindfulness-based parenting does not mean parenting practice with mindfulness with their daily parenting strategies. It is a totally different thing. So you do your self-caring by practicing certain techniques, yoga, meditations, relaxations, or you approach mindfulness technique into your life as a parent. It doesn't really mean a mindfulness parenting. I recently see some people misunderstand what mindfulness parenting is about. Mindfulness parenting is not about you doing mindfulness practice with your daily life, and you cannot consider that you're practicing a mindfulness parenting. The great Eastern teacher, one of the oldest psychologists from the legends and legends before, his name is Gautama Siddhartha. If not, we all call him Lord Buddha, who originally introduced this mindfulness style, has also introduced to use the mindfulness strategies of bringing a sati practice, if not mindfulness, into the parenting skill. If you ever had a chance to read a lot of books about this, uh, you will see a lot of examples. In future, I would like to talk about those examples. If you have any questions, you could always ask me, send me an email, or like you always do, subscribe and ring the bell icon, and we would more than happy to provide a lot of insights regarding the mindfulness parenting. Now I see all of you join from all over the world. Few from India, some from Singapore, a few from Thompson and Winnipeg. So let me know if you have any questions about the mindfulness parenting. Connecting rationally and realizing the child-parent attachment, the wonderful child-parenting attachment. I know describing the attachment between parent and child since the first day child was born is really, really impressive. And it's also a life learning tool. Bringing awareness of the nature of relationship, bringing the mindful awareness to movement experience between parent and child, maybe cultivate the good state of mind. For sure, it will cultivate the great, wonderful state of mind. So applying the tenet of mindfulness into interpersonal dominance. So we all have an interpersonal dominance of parenting-child relationship. Um, Identify the parent who advocate mindfulness within the self and child interactions will evidence the qualities such as many mindful insights. For example, listening with full attention, improving your parent attention by bringing mindfulness tools into your parenting skills, and becoming non-judgment acceptance of yourself and your child. This non-judgmental acceptance is a very difficult thing within the parenting frame. I would like to talk about one day how could we become non-judgmental personalities and individuals, and how would we improve our acceptance skills by becoming a very healthy non-judgmental personalities. If you think about the parenting, you see most of the time we struggle and challenge with non-judgment judgmental acceptance, a lot of judgmental challenges, and improving the emotional awareness of child and yourself in between, and learning a good self-regulation in the parenting relationship with the compassion, self-compassion and compassions of yourself and child, and improving again the acceptance more and more to skill by using these always help you to become a mindful parent. I know when I do workshops, um, most of the time, one of the many common questions they're asking is, how could we become a mindful parent? How could we become a mindfulness parenting? So this is what you really need to have to do. As you know, passing through the adolescence and entering to adulthood is a main life transition. It is one of the main human life transition you ever see in your life. So people need a lot of support in physically, biologically, psychologically, mentally, socially, and spiritually to climb this mountain, to climb this bridge in between adolescence and adulthood. Now, recently, many people invented becoming non-religious bodies, uh, and it is acceptable, it is understandable, because religion sometimes is very um centered with certain beliefs. But by becoming a very mindful person, you would always get excellent help to climb this bridge in between adolescence and adulthood. So always mindfulness based parenting helps and guided you and child, especially a child who he is. Because one of the things you will notice when child become slowly agely mature, he always start inventing himself. Not only parents do inventions, not only parents do inventing, child always curious about his own inventions. So this is a good tool, this is a good support child to invent and guide himself. And passing through and entering into adulthood and towards to gaining interpersonal self-sufficiency is an environment where the family dynamics still require independence among family members. So detachment is a very, very common thing we all dealing within the parent-child relationship. Even becoming a part of children milestone, sometimes you feel you are personally experiencing a detachment between you and child. So this disconnection or this detachment between the environment, that is you or child, that means the parent-child relationship trigger many unresolved attachment issues, trauma, and many other issues. Sometimes you don't really realize those are what and where those coming from, how it's generated, even without you knowing it's generating automatically. So this is one of the excellent and best way to realize those uh, factors and issues. So emotional and behavioral difficulties are always a challenge with everyone, not only within a parenting, even with children and other social relationship in between children and school and children and peers even. Like recently we see a lot of peers are living with the pressure. Lots of peer pressure is commonly waving. A lot of peer pressure and the peer issues all over the places. Mindfulness based parenting is one of the best way to resolve. Think about it, find more resources. We would like to deliver more resources in future for free. Possibly we could deliver some workshops if you like to attend, that would help you to learn this natural way of dealing parenting, because it helps and the reduction of parent stress, it minimizes the parental stress, the daily parental stress. A lot of parents dealing with the daily parent stress. It reduce uh, the parental preoccupations of resulting parent and child um, psychological issues in between them. So, and also it helps to break the cycle, intergenerationally transmission of dysfunctional parenting, uh, a lot of habit, a lot of shames, a lot of issues. The geographical area we are living, intergenerational transmission is a huge thing. Not only with trauma, not only with attachment issues, the intergenerational transmission becoming a very common part of our life, our society. We don't have enough tools to deal with the intergenerational trauma. So this is one of the best tool, and it improve the parental executive functioning of impulsive parent, and basically it's protect parent and child. So I'm sure you learn something today. It might be a new thing, it might be a strange thing. Before you refusing, before you rejecting what we discussed today, think about it. Do some research. There's plenty of writing, there's plenty of discussions about this. But join with us in future. We will provide you more and more guide. So I'm wishing all of you a wonderful evening. May you be peace. May you be free from all the inner and outer danger and harm. May you be happy. May you be stay safe from all the challenges. You have a wonderful evening. Metta, loving and kindness.